The wrong people can cost you your future. Welcome back to the channel. Max Tornow here, and in this video you will learn what a proper environment is, an environment that allows you to thrive, an environment that allows you to learn, that allows you to be positive. So actually we're going to be talking about the people in your life. All right. And I just spent the entirety of the last weekend with some of our most dedicated clients on an online live event that we called Sales Bootcamp, where we teach our clients the proper mindsets that they need in order to get started with their own freedom businesses. As you might know, we're focused on beginners that want to build their own freedom businesses literally from scratch. And part of that is obviously also such live online events that we're spending our entire weekend with our clients. And I did this together with our partners, Joseph Baker and Nikita Gunkovic. And throughout the course of this seminar, we've kind of heard it more and more that some of our clients said, hey, this is so great. This is so different than what I'm used to from the people around me. The environment that you guys are giving us is very, very different from the environment that I'm used to. And that kind of inspired me to shoot this video here for you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit of a clip of that said online live seminar that we've just had. And we're going to be talking about, like I said, the environment and the people in your life.
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money, and just enjoying life? No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you, so here's to your freedom.
So cracking into this video, I want to ask yourself the following question. Who are you spending time with? Could be your spouse, your family, your friends, your colleagues, acquaintances that you see every day. And I want you to ask yourself the question, how do they make you feel? What are their goals in life? Are they working hard? Have they given up maybe? Are they positive? Maybe they're negative. Just ask yourself the question. Do a little bit of a self-assessment of your environment. All right? Got that? Good. The second question I want you to ask yourself is, what would an ideal environment look like in your life? What kind of people would ideally be in your life? The people that you could look up to, the people that could inspire you, that support you, the people that know what it is that you could be doing in order to reach your goals. Just really imagine the ideal environment in which you would like to be. And then kind of contrast the environment that you're in right now and the environment that we'd like to be in. That being said, just to kind of prepare you for that, we're going to crack into a little segment of this online seminar where we're going to go deeper on that. And I'm very, very sure you're going to enjoy it. So let's get started.
Okay. So Victor says, thanks to the members for being so supportive and amazing. Thanks to the coaches. You guys are in a way, the environment I dream of. And that's exactly, like I just said, why we have, these calls every single day. This is why we have events like Sales Bootcamp, Lead Gen Bootcamp. That is why we're replying to everything throughout the entire day via the Facebook group. That's why I have this coaching team and so on and so forth. And I said this earlier, I think yesterday as well. I could have just created an info product, right, with all the information that you need. Here's all the videos. Good luck, I would probably have more spare time. And I could give it a nice cheap price and just bring it to the masses. But that's not what I did, because I understood there's a better way to do such things. So what did I do is I used a ton of the money that I had and I hired more coaches. I hired experts such as these guys. I hired a bigger team. I made better business structures, better business processes for you, the clients, right? And exactly because of that, we understood the importance of the environment, that we understood the effect that an environment has on an individual. And you might have noticed this in your past. When you hang out with the wrong people, they're negative, they're cynical, they're not working on their dreams, it drags you down. You can be as motivated as you want as a single entity. If your family is dragging you down and nobody that you know is stepping up, they're all just dying one by one, day by day, they're dying more and more on the inside. Of course, you're going to have the same journey, right? And we understood the importance of giving you a new environment to be in, right? Giving you this extra environment that you can get into if you want to succeed. That's why you have calls with us every single day. That's why you have the coaches. That's why you have the 24-hour support structure. That's why you have all these events. It's all there for you, because we want to get you into this new environment where people are not complaining, but they're actually finding solutions. Where people are not giving up, they're actually working on their dreams. Where people are not throwing their hands in the air and giving up, but they're working and they're overcoming the issues and they're fixing it. Where people are not left being being left alone, but people are being answered all the questions that they need. Where people are not confused, right? Or they're feeling lost because they don't know what to do. No, people are being told what to do in order to get the results that they want. It's all there. It's all given to you. Everybody's positive. Everybody's supporting. That is literally why we created the program as it is, right? And I'm glad, Victor, you've noticed that, and I'm glad everybody else is noticing this as well. Everybody says, good vibes, GG, so grateful. Boom. That's what we wrote, right? This environment rant just made me cry. GG, Lars. Let's do it.
Let's do it, Lars.
Let's go.
Also, what I want to know from you guys is all the things that you've learned, today. How do you want to execute on that now? Because again, you're 10 hours on a Sunday. I know tonight you're motivated. I know most of you guys it's hard for you to fall asleep even after 10 hours because there's so much things going right now in your head. And tomorrow you'll also be motivated, and the week from now you'll also be motivated. But how you make sure now that in 2 weeks from now you're still motivated, you still execute these things, you're still as thankful as you are right now. So how you want to make sure about that?
Yeah, as we said in the beginning, like all that stuff we gave you, all that knowledge that is worth so much, that we worked so hard for to figure all that stuff out, how to handle any objection, all the system, all the follow-up, all the sheets, the script, how much work went into that. We just literally serve it to you on a silver platter. So it's now your turn. What are you going to do with it?
I'm 100% sure, that in 2 weeks from now, some guys, and I really hope from bottom of my heart this won't happen, but I think this will happen, right? That some people will just forget about a lot of things we told you today and will just not take it as serious anymore. And I hope this is not you, right? And I hope this is not you. Why? Because you love your life. You love to execute on everything we tell you here. You love this program. You love the sales. You like the obviously execution. You like the process in order to get the freedom that we all deserve actually in the end, right? Because why should somebody else achieve it? Why should somebody else be better than you in something? In the end, we're just pretty much just one, and in the end, there's nobody better, right? In the end, it's just literally just where are people better at? Sometimes it's execution, right? And it's the only thing at this point you have to get good at. The rest you already have is literally just execution. So really make sure somehow for yourself right now, make sure tonight, please, that you'll execute everything it will tell you here. Set out the plan, set up a calendar, set yourself reminders, tell your partner to remind you, tell your friends to kick you in the ass, tell us to kick you in the ass. God damn, we have 24/7 hour support from our coaches here. Yeah. So tell them to be on you. Yeah. Write us on Instagram, especially everybody that is in the Sales Bootcamp. Yeah. Again, you're so close to us, also to our hearts here as well. So write us on Instagram as well if you're facing some problem, if you feel demotivated again. Just let us know, and we'll be there to help you as well.
And they want to try it for free.
Yes. Thank you very much.
They want to try it for free. They're afraid.
Edamame for closers only. Always pay attention to that. Thank you very much, Gato. Oh, damn, this is good.
Let's get back here to the topic before we zoom over our edamame.
All right, welcome back. We're around halfway through, but now it is time for us to go even deeper. So we've talked about your environment. It is time now to talk about something that connects directly to your environment, and that is your responsibility. So we're going to cut into another segment of this online seminar. And before that, I want you to ask yourself the following question. Who are you in your environment? Right? Are you someone that takes a lot? Or are you someone that gives a lot in your environment? Are you someone that maybe people in your environment seek out for advice? Or are you someone that people in your environment maybe even try to avoid? Are you the center of attention? Are you the center of seeking for wisdom? Are you the center of seeking for advice? Or are you more somebody who's taking a lot? Or even worse, are you someone who's reliant on other people? Ask yourself that question. And now ask yourself the other question. What could you do for your environment? If you were in an ideal life situation, if you were thriving, if you were winning in your life, what good could you do in your environment? Right, I'll give you an example. Maybe you could give back to your parents. Maybe you could support your siblings. Maybe you could be a better role as a parent or as a future parent. Maybe you could inspire your friends, help them out. Right? Ask yourself this question because I want to get you on a trail of positivity. I want to get you on a trail of self-empowerment. I want you to understand that there is indeed a way for you to step up in life, and then in order to help other people, you find your purpose. You find something that makes you happy, and of course, you're giving value out to others. So that, being in your brain right now, hopefully helps you to understand the second segment in which we're gonna crack right now.
I'm gonna tell you one last thing. I think we're naturally getting towards an end here anyways. I'm gonna tell you one more thing. The energy, right? I think we all agree that over the last 2 days, there's been incredible energy coming from this physical room over the internet to you, right? From this studio, there's been so much energy being created by Nikita, by Joseph, by Dario, by me, by Robert here in the background, by everybody. And that energy has been transferred onto you, right? You feel like there's some good vibes in this room right now. And the question is, where in about an hour, we're all gonna go home, we're gonna go to sleep. Where has that energy gone? This room is gonna be dark and empty. Well, the energy has gone to you. It's in you now. It's in the notes, it's in your brains, it's with you. Take that energy, take that momentum, and use it to build something. To build something for you, for your clients, for your family, for your spouse, your future spouse, maybe your future children, right? Maybe the children that you haven't already. Use it. Do something good. Build something, all right? I remember in the very, very beginning, when we started this boot camp, we asked you, what do you want to do, right? We did a similar exercise yesterday with the lead gen. When we said, what's your idea of thinking big? For example, Oliver here said, my idea of thinking big is that my parents never have to worry about money again. How beautiful is that? You're not even only thinking about yourself, you're thinking about your parents. You don't want them to ever have to worry. And you know, I think that's a very honorable goal. I think you're a great son, a great child if you're thinking like that, right? Chris said, similar, retiring parents, traveling the world, giving back to nature and the world. That's exactly what I've been talking about in old videos. Your circle of responsibility. What did we tell you most of the time here? Take responsibility for your life, right? This whole being human, use your logic, think, write notes. Tico just asked, oh, how can I retain more knowledge? Take over responsibility over yourself first. That's your small circle of responsibility. It's literally goes from shoulder to shoulder, from head to the toes. That's your circle of responsibility. Get that done. Crack the first 10K. Close after close after close until you crack the first 10K, and then you crack the first 10K a month. And once you do that, you can start to widen your circle of responsibility to the guy next to you, right? To your friends, to your family, to your immediate environment. I love what you said there, Oliver. You want to help your parents. That's you trying to get that circle of responsibility a little bigger to fit the people around you in. And then maybe you're not making 10K a month anymore. Maybe you're making 30K a month, 50K a month, $100,000 a month. That is where you can say, now I'm going to widen my circle of responsibility even more. I'm not only going to help myself, not only going to help the people in my environment, my clients, my family, I'm going to help people that have never seen me. I'm going to help nature. I'm going to do good for preservation. I'm going to do good for orphans. I'm going to donate some money. I'm going to build some sick-ass projects with the money, with the influence that I've gathered literally by starting with me. You've ever heard that saying, be the change you want to see in this world, right? It's a little cringy, right? It's a little mainstream, but it's still true. If you want to change the world, you got to start with yourself. And we've been giving you the tools now today over the last 10 hours. We've been giving you the tools yesterday in the Lead Gen Bootcamp. We've been giving you the tools in the past weeks in the FBM program, in the BBM program, and every single coach that we've hired, that we've trained, that we've handpicked is there for a reason. To get you better, to help you take over responsibility for yourself, to help you take over responsibility for your immediate environment, and to help you take over responsibility for your large environment and to do good. I want to be part of an upward spiral. That's literally why I'm still doing this. I can take all my money, I could off, nobody will ever see me again, but that wouldn't make me happy. That wouldn't make Joseph happy to just off with all this money. That wouldn't make Nikita happy to off with all this money. We're still here because we love what we do, and we love that you are part of us and we are part of you. We love that, and we'll never stop doing that. So take over responsibility, hustle hard, implement all the things that we've been giving you here. Implement it, execute, and just like Nikita said, ask us questions. Join the calls. Ask in the Facebook group. Don't you ever think you're getting on our nerves, ever, because you're not. You're a paying client. You can ask us questions. If the question is silly, sure, we're going to call you out, right? If you're not using logic, we're going to call you out. We're going to give you a hard time, but at the end of the day, it's going to help you, and you're going to get better, and you can reach your goals. Ask, and you shall receive.
And we're slowly coming to an end. We've talked a lot about your environment. We've talked a lot about the responsibility and the good things that you could do for your environment. And I hope that the energy of this little segment has inspired you. I hope the energy has maybe motivating you a little bit. Now imagine, right, you're one of our clients who's literally had this for over 10 hours, because that's how long one of these days of our life events usually lasts. And when you say this sounds great, I do like the lifestyle that you're often showing, Max, and I do like the hard work that you're often showing, Max, and I'm dedicated to change something in my life, then I want to offer you the following thing, and that is I offer you a free consulting call. You can literally jump on a phone call, either with me directly or with an expert from our team. And on that call, we can tell you exactly what you can do in your specific situation to build your own freedom life, either as an online coach or as an online service provider. And don't worry, maybe you feel overwhelmed. Maybe you feel a little lost. There's so many options out there. Maybe you have no idea what it is that you could be offering people, how to get started. Maybe you're not used to thinking in the business realm. It's all new to you, and that's exactly why we're offering you these free consulting calls. All you got to do is you click that link that we put down in the description below, right? You click on that link and brings you to a page. You can read through the page. There's some more information in there, and then at the bottom there's a little application. You fill that out. It takes you 2 minutes to fill it out, and then you can book the exact date and time where you want us to call you. Call is entirely for free, but if you want to be working closer with us, we'll talk about this on the phone. We cannot promise you anything. We cannot promise you if you're a good fit or not. We currently have a quite high sift out rate, as we call it, because we're quite picky. But at the end of the day, click down on that link, book your free consulting call. It's entirely for free, and we'll see how far we can get you. All right. So if you like the idea of being your own boss, if you like the idea of being free, if you like the idea of being surrounded by positivity and the right environment that could bring you to your goals, and if you like the idea of doing something good and giving back to people, then this is for you. And like I said, it's not a problem if you're completely new, if you have no clue how to get started. That's actually good, right? That's actually welcome to a degree, because that's exactly where we can have the biggest impact on you. So let's talk very, very soon. I'd be excited about that. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate that, and bye-bye.
Hey everyone, just made my first close this week, and even better, the second one followed right a few days after that, so I'm quite excited about this. When I started, I didn't know at all what will await me here, and how will I find clients, people I can work with, how can I use the internet for this, and for sure I didn't have any knowledge about how to do sales properly. And I was quite excited how this whole step-by-step program worked week after week. I felt, okay, there's a little challenge, but with the help of the coaches, it was in the end easy to overcome it. Yeah, I just want to thank everyone who is involved in this program, and the way you give the support to all of us is amazing.